Buffalo Roadster, the nightmare of America. Disingenuous promos tonight about a man named Lesnar. Buffalo Roadster, the nightmare of America. He ain't dusty at all. He's barely half a dustin', barely half a dustin'. Not dusty, nah, not dusty. Cody ain't his dad or his brother. No, he ain't. No, he ain't. The Buffalo Roadster he rides on. I'm John Recton with my review WWE Raw from Buffalo, New York, and the Buffalo Roadster rolling on to SummerSlam when he faces off against the Beast, the Bork Laser. Yeah, this show certainly happened. This is really about the level of enthusiasm you're going to get with Raw, folks, because honestly, this show a couple times made me question, why am I still watching this? Like, genuinely, why am I still watching this? I've been watching Raw since the beginning in 1993, as opposed to the beginning in 2023. I've been watching this for so long, and sure, there are some peaks on this show. Just fucking get into it. So, Finn's not happy, and then we cut to Judgment Day recast. But can they get along before eventually Finn and Priest get it on? And, well, Balor has a tension with Priest. Hey now. And then Rhea and Dominic show up. Rhea says, stop this. Get some help. Don't worry, I'll bring that line back here in a bit. And please, keep the peace. You gotta keep the faith. You gotta keep the faith. You gotta keep the faith before you run away. Finn, run away, run away, run away before you stomp. Okay, I'm done. I'm done just trying to even add energy to this goddamn thing. So Rhea says, hey, somebody come and stop me because I'm the most dominant women's champion. She's defended the title against Rhea and once against Natalya. I know that Rhea's dealing with an injury. I believe it's her knee. And I get it. They don't really have a lot of challengers, but they're putting more focus on the goddamn women's tag team division that really doesn't deserve to be focused on at all. Nothing against the talents, but anyway, Dominic gets booed. More. Rollins comes out with a plate of buffalo wings and celery and ranch dressing, or peppercorn ranch dressing, or what, I don't care. Rollins was happy to be the visionary with meat in his mouth on camera. He's going to face Dominic again. More on that later. Drew and Riddle come in, and then we go to break. And then back, here's Priest, Rhea, and Dominic. You need to squash this queef. I might have said that wrong. And then Drew and Riddle took on Kaiser and Vinci. Kaiser got out of the ring like he's on fire. The Kaiser hasn't been on fire since about 80 years ago. This is going well. I don't care. I don't care if it involves Riddle. Yes, the match with Gunther was fine, and this was a decent enough tag match, but the thing is, I knew what was going to happen. Gunther was going to interfere. It was going to be for naught. And then eventually we get a Claymore 1, 2, 3. Though I did notice that McIntyre, his hair was longer. I guess he drew his hair out. Might as well just have a little bit of fun here. And then Riddle got... After Riddle got targeted, Drew hit that Claymore, and there we go. And, yeah, they're getting rid of Vinci, possibly. I don't think they're going to get rid of Vinci or excommunicate him from Imperium until Gunther loses the championship, which hopefully won't be until Payback when he beats the record, then gives the title to whoever. Then Gunther can maybe, I don't know, win the world title, do something, be a great wrestler, be one of the best wrestlers in WWE, hell, in the world today. Then we get more Judgment Day recap. What would they do with Vinci, by the way? What would they do with Vinci? Somebody suggested putting him in Maximum Male Models. Give him his pink slip if you're going to fucking do that. So, anyway, Judgment Day, they're arguing. Are we cool? We're cool. They're not cool. It's not going to be cool. Then Bloodline recaps. 3 million viewers was the peak for that, that big old, overrun there. And I stand by everything I said in the SmackDown review. That's cool that they got 3 million viewers. It's also sad that we have reached a state of wrestling where 3 million viewers is something to absolutely scream about. Like, my God, that's so many viewers. When even 10 years ago, they were doing better. I know viewing habits have changed. I get it. I just, whatever, it is what it is. Zay and Owens are being interviewed. I don't know who they were being interviewed by. What's next for them? Well, Rhea and Dominic show up. And then basically Rhea implies that Dominic got a lot of cardio in prison. And Zayn's like, is that what I think it means? Is that mean what I think it means? And Owens is like, I think he just runs around the yard a lot. What do you think it means? They, oh, yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. Anal insertion. Anyway, let's move on from that. Why are Indus and Jinder in the middle of a hurricane? What is happening? Why is this happening? Why? Genuine question. Why? And then Rollins is going to take on Dominic, but then a jump start, and then they run through the crowd, and then Balor and Priest attack, and then Owens and Zayn come out, and we're going to have a 6-man later. Formulaic. Ricochet was talking for a while. People say he got better. Sure, he couldn't have gotten much worse, but I couldn't figure out what was worse. Him being so bald or that shirt. Here's Logan Paul. They're going to do athletic shit. SummerSlam is probably going to wow the crowd, and it's not going to be wrestling, but I digress, and I don't care. He did say, Logan Paul did say about Ricochet, he's 90% forehead, and Logan Paul is 110% douchebag, so I guess it kind of evens out, I suppose. This was not good, and this went on a while. I mean, there were a couple decent lines, but overall not good. Becky makes her entrance. Becky versus Zoe with Trish, still in the face mask. 75 minutes into the show, this was the second match. 45 fucking minutes since the last match ended to this. 45 minutes of a 3-hour wrestling program. You know, the thing is Zoe had to have been thrilled being back in Buffalo because she remembers seeing Gorgeous George at the auditorium back in the late 40s, early 50s. She even saw Gene Knitsky there because he was a big star before he won the NWA Championship in the 60s. And, God, you know, she used to pop up to Toronto to see the original Sheik sell out Toronto. Okay, I'm done. So, later, Trish distracts, and then she gets it in the face, and then Zoe takes the opportunity after seeing the second oldest woman that she's known get it in the face, and 1, 2, 3. She rolls up Becky. I mean, the match was all right, I guess. It's hard for me to care. Somebody suggested, oh, Lita's going to come back. The last thing they need to do is put Lita back in the ring. She couldn't go, and she's not going to be able to go except further down and in oxygen tank. Like, when your time is up, you don't need to keep wrestling. Man, woman, animal, vegetable, mineral, person from Mars, person from the third ring of Saturn, or even Uranus. Owens yells about the main event. Okay, then we have Maxine's graduation thing, something with Otis and Gable, and at this point, the producer needed to be fed, so I went and prepared him some food and made sure he was all right because he was meowing a lot, and I like to take care of cats. And all I remember about this was that every member of Creative that came up with this idea deserves to be strung up in front of their families, and they should be fired. Everybody involved in this should be fired. Everybody that put this together should be fired. This is Chase University bullshit, which is bad for wrestling. This is bad for wrestling. And the crowd popped for it. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, Buffalo doesn't have a lot to cheer for. They have the Sabres and the Bills. So, anyway, the Raiders attack. Well, Valhalla attacks because Valhalla is near and grab the jacket. They're feuding over a jacket. They're fighting over shampoo. This is stupid. I nearly just said, I said, fuck it. I don't want to watch Raw anymore. I did write down, however, I will never go to another WWE show again. They're really going to have to try hard to get me to go. Because, they don't run here that often anyway. Shayna and Emma had a match. All because Emma said, hey, I faced Ronda in my return match, and you beat her up, and we're like buddies. And then Shayna's playing with cards and said no, and then she sticks the Queen of Spades down her shirt and beats her in like less than 2 minutes. And then Ronda comes out. Ronda's not the face in this feud, by the way. And Shayna powders after getting the armbar locked on. Whoa, it's Cody. They cheer him. They cheer a man that failed to win a championship, just like the Buffalo Bills. You know what? Buffalo and Cody deserve each other. Cody says about his performance. This whole thing, it doesn't feel performative. No one has seen through the fact that he is playing everybody like a fiddle, that he's totally, he's been a heel with me for the last number of years. And, I will be next in line. He'll beat Brock Lesnar, and then he'll win the Rumble again, and then he'll beat Roman. And then he's going to turn on everybody, and everybody's going to be shocked. even though everybody should have seen this coming, if you would realize that Cody is not... People say he's getting big reactions. So do cases of syphilis. So what's your goddamn point? In fact, having a case of syphilis would probably be better than listening to a Cody Rhodes promo. Not necessarily, but let's move on. Miz makes his entrance, and we go to break, and then Ciampa comes out to face Miz in a no DQ match. At one point, Corey says you can't lose via pinfall and then gets lost. To be fair, at this point, the show is a goddamn lost cause, so I don't blame Corey for being lost. They were 23 minutes, by the way, between matches. I hate to focus on this, but 45 minutes and now 23. God, they're learning. They're actually cutting it down. We won tables. They were cheering, and then they got a table bump. And then here comes Bronson attacked later and hit a tsunami, and then Miz won. That's all I have to say about this feud. This is going to lead to Gargano and Ciampa reuniting for SummerSlam, because that's what we need. More scraps from NXT of things that were overplayed then, but reunited in front of more people to hopefully cheer on the fact that Triple H isn't the genius everybody thinks he is. And I don't know if it's coming across, but I'm not really enjoying this. Not really enjoying this anymore. So, remember when Bronson Reed as Jonah beat Okada? I know he's getting paid more money, and I'm glad he's getting paid more money, but man, he was doing so much better work-wise in Japan. Liv and Raquel were backstage. Chelsea and Sonya confronted him. Rhea confronted. Chelsea said, hey, we're buddies, and Rhea looked like she wanted to snap her in two, or kiss her. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure that I'm not okay with that. And then Liv and Raquel are ringside. Of course, Liv for getting her pants stopped. Thinking about it, Kier. I know you're thinking about it. You stop it, goddammit. Get some help. And Sonya and Chelsea took on the Caden and Katara, Caden and Katara. Let's just call her that. Kataro. It's like Hamtaro, except Hamtaro's less annoying. And it's the comedy crew. KKK, that's not good. 9 minutes. Wow, and then this match went 3 minutes. And Chelsea won. Pinning one of them, I think she pinned Kataro, I don't care. Irons with Drew and Riddle. Poor Drew. Drew's going to be away next week on business. Riddle is going to face Gunther and is going to end up, he got Vinci and Kaiser banned from ringside, but Riddle's still going to lose. I just still say, have Gunther, hold it till at least payback. If they have him lose it there, he gets the record. That's all I want. They're this close. Next week, we have a Vikings rules match. And then we have Rollins, Owens, and Zayn take on the Judgment Day. And after a whole bunch of melee, more Judgment Day issues and tension. Haha. Oh no. Balor and Priest team up, and Zayn gets hit with the stomp. 1, 2, 3. And that is all for Raw in Buffalo. That's all I have to say. I will not be back with an NXT review. Be back with a SmackDown review, maybe. You may notice shorter reviews here, folks, because I have nothing really to say if WWE is going to phone shit in, and I don't really care 99.